Hello everyone, this is Shannon from theirishscrapper.com, and today I have a Get Well card, just something bright and cheery for the receiver. So I thought I would show you how I did this. I did a little fun sponging here and used a little bit of a stencil with one of our dies. So very quick but fun and bright card. So let's jump in. For our card base, I have a piece of thick Whisper White. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I have a piece of our Brights Designer Series paper. This is the Melon Mambo, and this is 4 by 5 1/4, and these are double-sided, so you can choose a side that you like. I also have a piece of Whisper White. This one I think is about 1 1/2. It's really just a scrap. It's 1 3/4 by 5 1/4, and that is what we are going to do our sponging on, and then die cut the edge. I'm using some of our Pineapple Punch ribbon, and then for our colors we are using Pumpkin Pie, Bermuda Bay, Melon Mambo, and Granny Apple Green. Very bright, cheery colors. I have a scrap here of Granny Apple Green we're going to use for our leaf punch. And then for our sentiment, I'm using the So Sentimental set. I'm using Sending Healing Hugs. We're going to die cut that with our stitched circle. And then for the stenciling, I am actually using our Ornate border dies. So this die here is what I use to cut. Let me show you. I just cut a scrap piece of paper, and we are going to sponge through that. And then we're also going to use this edge just to give us a little bit more of a fun corner there. Alright, so let me give this a nice burnish. Okay, we could probably actually put this down on the front of our card. I just love using bright, beautiful colors on a Get Well card just to, I think, brighten their day and make them feel a little bit better. Okay, so I have a scrap here of my grid paper, and I might even trim this down a little bit more than I did on my original one. So I have some pieces of washi here. Let's see. Oh, I didn't even get the edge. Whoops. Let me peel that back up. I thought I had it. I just don't want to cover up my design if I can't avoid it. Okay, so let me open up my ink pads here. Alright, and then I have my sponge daubers. And I'm going to take another scrap of paper and just kind of, I can tape it, I can hold it, whatever you prefer. I just don't want to ruin the edge of our Whisper White that we're going to cut. Alright, so with my Melon Mambo, I think I'm going to trim some of the top off, so I'm not going to be too worried about getting ink over there right now. I was on my first one, but I think I'm going to make this a little bit smaller of a piece. Okay, and now let's get our Granny Apple Green. One way to use a die, though, you know, cut it as a stencil and get some sponges out. Create your own little decorative piece. Close that up. We're going to need that Melon Mambo again for our sentiment, but let's peel up our scraps. Okay, look at that. so like I said, I think I'm going to trim maybe that top piece off. Not that you have to. I just think I'm going to go a little bit thinner than my original. My original, again, too, was just a scrap, so I didn't really, you know, measure it out per se. I think what I'll do is I'll just trim a little bit of this off, and my ribbon is going to hide a little of this too, so, you know, not too concerned. All right, let's grab our die machine. I'm going to take that piece. We're going to grab our Ornate dies, and I think I'm going to move this up to kind of about the bottom of that sponging. Let's roll that through. Probably once is enough, but we'll go back again. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Okay, let's set that aside. Alright. Oh, you know what? I wasn't going to lay that down because I was going to wrap my ribbon, but too late now. So I will just go through the inside. So what we'll do is we'll adhere this. Let's get our, whoops, am I out of adhesive? I think that just ran out. Let me get my liquid glue. That will work. Okay. And let's lay that down. Let me make sure I'm straight. I'm just going to lift that up for myself. Okay. Alright, so now, as I put down my Designer Series paper layer, we're just going to go ahead and tie a bow. My bow to be facing out towards the edge of the card. Okay, let me get my ribbon scissors. Okay, that is not the prettiest bow by far, but you can see, and then I will just bring that down to kind of cover that cut. And you can actually put a couple glue dots under there too if you'd like to hold them. I did that on my first one. Since I'm going to probably mess with that bow again, I won't stick that in there. Alright, so let me find my scrap here of Whisper White, which I know I had. Here it's hiding. We will grab our Melon Mambo once again. We're going to get our Sending Healing Hugs. And we will stamp that down. We're going to grab our stitched circles, and I think it's the third one. Yeah, the third largest. And we're going to grab our die machine one more time. Okay. Let's lay that down. Let's line this up. That looks good. Just pop that out of there. Alright, and then I told you I am using our leaf punch. We are going to punch ourselves a Granny Apple Green leaf. And let me grab myself a glue dot here. I'm going to put one on each side. And I just want that to kind of pop out. And I'll grab my liquid glue again. Actually, maybe we'll use a couple dimensionals on this instead. My first one I laid flush. This one, let's just pop it up. Why not? Okay. Let's get our backings off. All right, and then we are going to add that right here to the front of our card. And there you go. So you can see here the difference. I definitely like the smaller piece of Whisper White trimmed a little bit. And I'll probably retie that bow. But just a very fun, simple, bright get well card for you guys today. You can find a full supply list in the description of this video. Some of these products are retiring, so be sure you pick up those items quickly if you do not have them in your stock already, as the retiring stuff is while supplies last, hopefully through the month of May, depending on what it is. And you'll find a host code in the description as well, and I look forward to being back with you real soon. Thanks again for watching. Bye-bye.